evening, after thinking it over for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. Remember we read this part last time? There wasn't any moon, so Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. And he needed something to walk on. What is Harold doing? Oh, how is he making his path? He's using a line to make his path. Should we see what happens next? I'll go like this then, okay? Because with this book, it's really important to see the pictures. Can you see okay, Molly? Okay. He made a long, straight path so he wouldn't get lost. And he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere going on his long, straight path. So he left the path for a shortcut across a field, and the moon went with him. So remember when Harold was drawing all those windows? Molly was saying she saw windows in the houses over there, and Casey was saying he saw windows over here. What else do you see when you look at this painting? Leah?
I see some horses.
Kate, Leah, do you think you could come show us the horses without touching the painting? Just remember not to touch, but which horses do you see? Oh, so Leah sees a horse here, and she sees a horse over here. Casey, what do you see? Remember not to touch, honey, okay? Oh, Casey sees a man right there. Mom.
I see like
Oh, Molly's noticing up here, it's like a garden patch where plants or crops might be growing. Shayla? Just remember not to touch, honey. Here we go. Shayla's noticing right here, there's a guy. Brianna, what do you see? Thanks, Shayla. What do you see?
I see pretty horses.
Just remember not to touch it.
I see pretty horses and cows.
Oh, Brianna's noticing down here, there are a lot of horses and cows, aren't there?
And even a dog.
And there's even a dog there. Thanks, Brianna. Oh, Leah, do you see something else?
I see some cows,
What color are the cows that you see?
brown and white.
Are they right here?
Yes.
There's a brown cow and a white cow. Molly?
I see some trees up there.
Oh, look. Are those trees like scattered around, or do they look like they're in a row?
It looks like they're in a row.
Yeah, they're like in a row along the side of the road. Yeah. So you guys, I have a question. If you were going to tell somebody about this painting, would you say it was small or big? Small. Raise your hand if you would say it was small. This painting is small. Raise your hand if you would say it was big. If you look really carefully, there's this painting, which could be small or big. But do you notice this painting is bigger? This painting is whatever size it is, small or big. But this painting is bigger. And this painting is like the biggest, isn't it, of these three paintings? I have a question. I put a couple things in this bag. if you were the artist who were going to make this painting, do you think you would want to use a paintbrush like this? No, why not? It's too big. Do you think you'd want to use a paintbrush like this?
Maybe for the field.
Maybe for the field. So let's check it out and see. Maybe for like this part? Do you think that would be a good size? Oh, and Lana thinks maybe we would need a brush this size for the sky. To do the sky. Get some of the blue in there and some of that orangish color. Brianna, just remember not to touch, honey. Maybe for the houses. Let's see if that would work, Brianna. Maybe for the houses.
Or maybe for the dog.
Let's see about the dog. Would it work for the dog? Let's see.
For his tail.
Not for his tail. So let's see what else is in here. What about this one?
That would work for his tail.
You think this would work for his tail? Like that?
Huh?
Where else would this work? Casey?
I think it would. I think a super bad time would work on his tail.
Casey thinks we need a super tiny. Do you guys remember super tinies? Think I have a super tiny in here? I do. I have a super tiny.
Aw, it's so cute.
So Casey thinks I would need a super tiny for the dog's tail.
It's so cute and thin.
And it's very, super tinies, they tend to be very cute and thin, as Brianna's saying. Where else would I need the super tiny? Jordana? On the wheels, to paint the sort of yellowish color to paint the wheels. Molly?
On the fence.
On the fence, I would definitely, it looks like I need to do the sticks and then those skinny lines with the super tiny. Leah?
I think he should do the windows.
The windows. Like Harold had a purple crayon to do his windows. Looks like I would definitely need a super tiny to do those windows. I actually, for part of the windows, I might even need a super duper tiny. But I only have a super tiny.
What's a
Jake?
super duper tiny?
Were you going to say a place?
I was going to say people.
Oh, the people you would need a super tiny. Let's see if that would work. Oh yeah, because that guy has a hat, and that guy's holding something in his arm. Looks like a hoe, is very long and skinny. I might need a super tiny for that. Do you think there's another painting in our museum where I could use a super tiny? Shaylin sees some things over there. I wanted to go look at another painting with you guys and see if you think I would need a super tiny for this painting, okay? So you guys want to come with me?